Heath Ledger's performance in The Dark Knight is astonishing, deranged, and the second best depiction of the Joker ever behind Mark Hamill, and I will f***ing fight each and every person who posts a comment saying otherwise.
Well, that was fun. Who's for Chinese?
Ledger's Joker marks the first time that anyone was given an Academy Award for playing a comic book character, and it's very well deserved. You just can't tear your eyes away from the Ace of Knaves while he's on screen. Now, everyone knows the magic trick scene and the laugh, but what about the tiny details that makes his performance that much more impressive? I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and here are 8 little known but awesome facts about Heath Ledger's Joker performance. Number 8, he doesn't look at his victims. Now this is low on the list because it's not true in absolutely all cases. Joker kills a few cops whilst looking at them, ogle dem popos, but if you take all of the clown's kills in the movie, Ledger has a habit of shunning his victim's gaze while he executes them. He shoots the bus driver with nary a backwards glance, doesn't eye gamble as he murders him, doesn't look back as he chucks Rachel Dawes out of a window, looks away whilst burning loud, closes his eyes as an entire police station blows up. I know it's rude to stare, but to be honest, I think this goes too far the other way. Number 7, the Joker's diary. A lot of preparation went into creating the man who laughed. As legend would have it, Ledger spent 6 weeks in a ramshackle hotel staring at the walls and laughing to try and nail down the iconic character. Now this could all be hearsay, but he definitely created the Joker's diary. A scrapbook full of distressing press clippings, pictures of Alex from Clockwork Orange, extracts from the comics, pictures of feral animals. Ledger would reportedly carry it around with him everywhere and use it to instantly get into character. The book itself could be seen as a small window into the mind of a lunatic, and chillingly, on the last page are written in big block capitals, "Bye bye." Number 6, he directed the Joker terrorist videos. Hey, here's a fun fact for you kids. The film's main director doesn't always direct every single shot in the film. Oftentimes, especially with bigger pictures, second unit directors will oversee separate chunks of the film, like smaller action scenes, establishing footage, or random stuff that doesn't involve the main cast. Nolan famously does most of his films without one, which makes it even more impressive that he handed off the reins to someone else for some key bits in the film. Those key bits? The video nasties that the Joker sent to Gotham News. Those were directed by Ledger himself. Nolan was present to supervise the filming of the first, but he was so impressed that he took a vacation from set when the second one was filmed.
Me, I'm a man of my word.
Number 5, the makeup on his hands.
Whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
Now the story goes that Heath Ledger designed the makeup for the Joker himself using store-bought cosmetics, and makeup designers had to then copy that for weeks. But then again, makeup designers are stabby people, so I don't want to help spread something that might just be a rumour. Instead, what's more verifiable is that it was Ledger's idea to have the makeup on his hands as well. You can see throughout the film that there are dabs of makeup on his hands and his knuckles, as well as making it clear that he applies the makeup in a savage, less sophisticated way, like war paint. The mess adds an extra layer of schoolboy carelessness that somehow makes his Joker even more frightening. Number 4, improvised clapping. Nolan had a lot of faith in Ledger, and it's not hard to see why when he kept giving him gold. Case in point, when James Gordon is given the job of commissioner, in front of all the prisoners, which is a silly place to announce the elevation of a police officer, clapping can be heard coming from one of the cells. It's the Joker. The shot of him clapping like a murderous seal was one of the key shots in the film's trailer, and completely improvised by Ledger in the moment. Not present anywhere in the original script, Nolan instructed the crew to keep filming the Joker, and the shot is one of the most famous in the finished movie. Number 3, the tongue. So the Joker's got this thing with his tongue. It pops out of his mouth like a little friend. Hello! It's just another strange little touch that makes Ledger's Joker that much more uncanny. He's like a rabid dog absent-mindedly licking his chops. There's something feral about it. Now some sites have attributed that to it just being a tick of Ledger himself. And while it's true that Heath was prone to a bit of tongue floppage, he maintains that it was a conscious and actually necessary choice. You see, the way that Ledger would speak to get his Joker voice, which is, by the way, an absolute dead ringer for Tom Waits,
Well, they got people working for you and everything.
would dry out his mouth, so he had to keep licking his lips and the insides of his cheeks to generate the moisture needed to keep talking, and according to Ledger, keep his performance consistent. Number 2, the explosion. The internet has back and forth a lot about this explosion, not about its quality, it's an absolute beauty of a boom boom, but rather what was intended and what wasn't. Some have claimed that the explosives malfunctioned for a second, causing Ledger to improvise around it, and some claim that how it happened on screen was exactly how it was supposed to happen in the script. Well, at What Culture, it's time to throw our incredibly manly hats into the ring. What was supposed to happen was this. The explosions were supposed to go off as Ledger walked to the bus, then pause, let him board the bus, close the door, and then as it was driving away, the explosions would resume. What happened instead? During the planned pause, Ledger went off script and started playing around with the remote to the bomb, netting one of the movie's biggest laughs in the improvisational process. Number 1, he told Bale to kick his ass. Now this is just me, but I would never tell Christian Bale to really go for it when it came to visiting physical violence upon my person. He's a scary, scary, scary Welsh scary man, and if I were filming a fight scene with him, I would send him a perfume note asking please to go easy, pretty please. Not so Heath Ledger.
What happened? Your balls drop off?
The man who would be the man who last took Bale aside before filming and told him in no uncertain terms to hit him as hard as Batman would hit the Joker, the damn lunatic. If you were wondering what it is that separates the brutal interrogation scene in The Dark Knight to the less impressive confrontation with Bane in The Dark Knight Rises, maybe that's it. Heath Ledger and his pursuit of pure, brilliant crazy. Rest in peace, you excellent Joker. And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Tell us about it in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and you can even follow me on Twitter here. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and I'll see you soon.